Have you ever followed a scent through the air, something warm, familiar, but just out of reach? In language learning, sometimes you're not chasing grammar rules or vocabulary lists. You're chasing feeling. And when you find it, the words stay with you. One of the best ways to learn English is through stories. Stories make the language real, emotional, and memorable. If you're ready to follow English into unexpected corners of everyday life, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to Reeling. It began just after 9 in the morning. The city was already busy. Trams passed with their soft metallic hum, people hurried to work with phones to their ears, and the sunlight bounced sharply off the glass storefronts. But for Eli, the day started with something quieter. He stepped out of his small apartment near the center of Vienna and locked the door behind him. His plan was simple: a short walk to the museum district, maybe some sketching, then coffee. But halfway down the block, he stopped. There it was, faint, warm, perfect. The smell of fresh bread. Not toasted. Not packaged. Not supermarket bread. Real bread. He closed his eyes for a moment. The smell had that yeasty, golden, almost sweet quality that reminded him of mornings with his grandmother. A little flour on the counter. Dough rising in a bowl. A wooden spoon. Old radio music in the background. When he opened his eyes again, he wasn't thinking about the museum anymore. He turned left. The scent pulled him forward like a thin invisible thread. He walked slowly, sniffing the air like a detective. Past a bookstore. A bike shop. A flower stand. The scent came and went, like a song playing far away, strong one moment, gone the next. He reached an intersection and paused. There. Stronger now. He crossed the street, followed it around a corner, then down a quiet alley lined with old stone buildings. Laundry hung between windows high above him. The smell got brighter, richer. It had to be close. He walked another block. A woman passed him holding a paper bag, the top slightly open. Inside, yes, a baguette. Eli smiled. "Excuse me," he said. "Where did you buy that?" She pointed behind her with her thumb. "Back there. Tiny place. Green door. You'll smell it before you see it." He thanked her and hurried in that direction. But after a few minutes, the street turned again. The smell shifted. A truck passed. The air changed. Gone. He frowned. Turned again. Walked a little more. And then, just like that, it returned. He followed it up a narrow street, past an antique shop, then down a side path paved with cobblestones. But there was no green door. Just a closed cafe. A window with lace curtains. An old man feeding pigeons from a bench. Eli looked around. No bakery. No sign. But the smell remained, soft, clear, calling. He walked farther. Another left. Another right. Still nothing. The day passed like that. He didn't eat lunch. He didn't check his phone. He stopped in a park for a short rest, then kept going. Around every corner, he expected it. A small bakery. A window with steam. Someone pulling trays from an oven. But every time, it was something else. A cafe that served only cakes. A restaurant not yet open. A closed shop with empty shelves. He wasn't frustrated. He was curious, driven, but calm. It felt like the scent was leading him somewhere, not just to bread, but to something else. By 4 in the afternoon, the sky had softened. The sun dipped behind a cloud. Eli found himself near a canal, in a quieter part of town. Less traffic. Fewer tourists. And suddenly, there. The smell. Right in front of him. He stopped outside a tiny doorway, no bigger than a closet. Above it, a metal sign in the shape of a wheat stalk. The words were faded, hand-painted, Baccarat lens. He opened the door and stepped inside. The shop was narrow, barely wide enough for 2 people. On the left, a glass case with 3 types of bread, a round rye loaf, a long country baguette, and something golden with a dark crust. On the right, wooden shelves lined with paper bags. Behind the counter, an old woman looked up and smiled. "You followed the smell?" she asked. Eli blinked. "I think so." She nodded. "Most people do." He looked at the loaves. "What's that one?" "Spelt and sunflower." "I'll take it." She wrapped it in paper and handed it to him. The warmth soaked into his fingers. He paid, thanked her, and stepped outside. On the bench just outside the door, he sat down. He didn't have a knife, so he tore a piece with his hands. Steam rose from the soft middle. He took a bite. The crust cracked perfectly. The inside was chewy, rich, slightly nutty. It tasted like early mornings, like quiet kitchens, like childhood. He closed his eyes. Not because he was tired, but because sometimes you have to stop seeing to start feeling. Later, when he returned home, he opened his notebook and wrote, "I followed a smell across the city. It took all day. I found bread. But also, I found patience. I found presence." In this story, you practice natural phrases like, "The smell came and went," sniffing the air like a detective. He wasn't frustrated, he was curious, steam rose from the soft middle, and, "You have to stop seeing to start feeling." These expressions help you speak about subtle human experiences with fluency. You also saw how past tense and sensory language work together in storytelling. We post new stories every day to bring English to life through real emotion. Like the video, subscribe to Reeling, and tell us in the comments, have you ever followed something without knowing where it would lead? See you in the next video.